the 14th annual MGA ride, and they just started their bikes. They are leaving the park right now as we speak. The Adams County Sheriff's Department was closing roads and blocking any access to the dam. In Tomahawk, you can see behind me the lights. This is still an active scene. I even got a new ride back to the station. I am riding a Muskie right now. 3rd Street is a one-way street exiting Marathon Cheese, so they're going to have to work with the truck drivers to figure out what the best route is. And I learned that I am not very fast in the 40-yard dash.
Really?
I could not try out for the NFL. You can see behind me that right now there aren't any delays. Everything's on time except for one outgoing flight to Minneapolis. This is the good stuff. There's 7 vendors you can choose from, and you can see the Washington Monument behind us a little. Still some time to come on down the 400 block. I have my blankets all ready to go here. Dystrophy Association, and they've been having a blast, and hopefully the weather stays beautiful. Once the game starts, the police department hopes to break their losing streak by making more baskets. There is some snow, but the driving lanes are pretty clear. These guys are having a blast. They just keep going in a circle. You can see behind me, those are the 2 last remaining sheriff's deputies' cars. It's very Game of Thrones-esque. I like the dragon head there.
Nothing gets better, it just changes.
The family deserves closure. It was, it was a murder. Their daughter was taken not in a fair way, and they just need that closure.
I have to deal with this every day. This is never going to go away from me.
It's been a decade since the murder of 25-year-old Rochelle Anderson. She was killed at this gas station, which now stands empty.
I hate driving by here. So standing on this property is extremely tough for me. But there too, one step at a time.
For her father, Randy, as the years pass, the pain doesn't go away.
It's really hard to drive by this year after year.
A haunting memory for not only family, but Rochelle's friends, lingers at this abandoned building.
I've been driving by this building for 10 years. What I would be satisfied with is if this is just gone, and if it's never anything other than a vacant lot again. I'm okay with that.
It's an eyesore, We're a small community. A lot of our revenue is based on tourists. They come through town. This could be a viable place that could bring revenue into the community and, help stimulate our economy.
Tearing down the building would benefit not only the community, but a family in mourning.
The family needs closure. They truly do. I mean, they lost their daughter, friend, and it's just very hard for them. And I'm going to do what I can to help, get them get the best result that they want.
Hopefully, step by step, that result to erase a building and unwanted reminders comes to fruition.
I'm going to be a pile on that day. Trust me. Yeah, I'll be a pile of mush on that day. But the day of and every day after is going to be what I need to. It's the final piece for me.
The Never Forgotten Honor Flight has flown more than 2,000 veterans from north central Wisconsin to Washington, D.C. to remember their service by visiting the memorials constructed in their honor.
It's a tremendous experience. I mean, it's once in a lifetime, and we're really having a good time. It's unbelievable to see all the construction and all the beautiful buildings and memorials.
Oh, it was wonderful. Yeah, we had a good time here, and can't kick it all. I enjoyed it very much.
9 World War II, 42 Korean, and 30 Vietnam vets left Wausau early Monday morning and were greeted by a surprise welcome at Reagan National Airport. From there, a trip to the World War II Memorial, where vets took time to remember those who couldn't make the trip. Many of the veterans didn't know each other prior to the trip, but quickly bonded over their shared experiences.
It's just great to get together with all the veterans from all the different branches, because we all work together as one.
It's great because I get to see a lot of different branches of office, armed service, and a lot of friends I met too, a lot of new ones.
The group stopped at the FDR Memorial and took some time at the Korean, Vietnam, and Lincoln memorials.
You see it in magazines or you see it in miscellaneous other places, but it doesn't mean it much to you as there it is.
Something that everybody should see. There's so much here. And we covered it in one day, and we just hit the tip of the iceberg.
Veterans and their guardians also experienced the changing of the guard at Arlington Cemetery and had some time to pay tribute to fallen soldiers throughout the years.
It was a great experience to serve our country, and we're glad we were able to do it. We'd do it again if we had to.
That same goes for me.
A final stop at the Air Force Memorial before heading home after a long and powerful day.
means a lot to me. I lost my wife 2 years ago, and puts me kind of lonely, so I was glad to go.
The vets were surprised with a mail call on the plane ride home where loved ones and strangers wrote letters of gratitude for their service. And to end the night, the welcome home all the veterans deserve. About 35 to 40 firefighters, including from Wausau Fire and Safer, set intentional fires on Monday as part of a yearly training exercise, learning how to investigate fires.
Fire investigation training is hard to get, and the amount of work that goes into doing something, the liabilities, responsibilities, and the compliance that you need to be able to do this, for that amount of work, we thought we'd share it.
These exercises began 8 or 9 years ago, and Battalion Chief Zarapata says this experience is invaluable.
The most difficult thing with fire investigation is getting enough experience, and we don't get as much experience as we want, although we really don't want a lot of fires in the city.
The fire department partners with EFI Global, a forensic fire investigation and engineering firm. EFI Global helps plan the fire sets and orchestrates the different scenarios.
They have different fires that they look at during the course of the year. They give us ideas, hey, we'd like to do this, we'd like to do that.
These training opportunities are crucial for all firefighters, both experienced and new. On Thursday and Friday, the firefighters will be joined by police officers and insurance adjusters to investigate the fire sets and determine the causes.
You can watch videos, you can read books, but live fire really gives us practice in a real environment.
Reporting in Marathon County, Maria Szatkowski, News Channel 7.